I want to talk a little bit about collaboration, because I think that's something that you've done just tremendously, Evan. You've worked with Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Patrick Bet David. Like, I could go down the list, but that would be our entire interview, right? How do you go about making the connection with these amazing, amazing entrepreneurs? What's the first step?
Yeah, funny you said that, because in 2 hours and 15 minutes, I'm doing another interview with Tony Robbins on the channel that goes live this Sunday. The first step is getting known in the industry. So whoever you're trying to get to, you have to get on their radar. Like, how did you get on my radar? How did this thing happen?
Well, it's funny you ask. I ended up, so I knew I wanted Evan Carmichael on my show just because I love your work. I love your YouTube channel. And I noted that you had just started a YouTube gaming channel, right? Which was still pretty small. And listen, guys, you guys got to follow Evan Carmichael Gaming, because he's going to give you one-on-one attention right there. And so that's how I got on your radar. I think I started talking to you there, and then, kind of went from there.
So super smart, so to reverse engineer that, pay attention to where the person you're trying to target is themselves personally. If you tried to get a hold of me through my main YouTube channel or even through Instagram, it would be rough, because I have barriers up, because lots of people are trying to access me that way. On my YouTube gaming channel right now, there's, I don't know, 8 people who show up in the chat consistently, right? So like, if you're one of those 8 and you're giving love, I'm going to pay attention to you, right? And I stream for an hour and a half to 2 hours, 4 times a week, typically. And if you're there, you have access to me. And so you reverse engineer that. Whoever you're trying to get, where are they spending their most time right now? And you want to be there, giving love, giving value. You could be on my LinkedIn all day long, posting great comments and feedback. I'm just not seeing it.
Right.
Just because that's not where my attention is right now. So that's step number 1. Step 2 is, once you get something, so you got this with me, now you should look at who is following me on Instagram, and then doing outreach to them to say, hey, we had Evan Carmichael on. Do you want to come on? And, Evan Carmichael means nothing to most of the world, but to people who follow me on Instagram, they know who I am. If they're already following me, they're following me for a reason. They may not know who Mark is yet, but, oh, Evan was on? Okay, that's cool. Maybe I say yes. And if you're trying to get after somebody bigger, if you wanted to have Grant Cardone on, I would look at everybody that Grant follows on Instagram. And there'll be some big names who will be impossible to get, The Rock and whoever else. But there's going to be a bunch of smaller names on there too, who would actually be super easy to get. And if you have something that you like about their story, so now, Grant follows me on Instagram. If you had me, and then you had 3 or 4 other people that Grant followed who are smaller, who you may not have heard of before, but they came on your show. And again, it's not just about the biz dev to get the grant. They have to have a story. They have to have something that, authentically you would want to share with your audience, right? It's not just for the access. But if you got 4 of those people on, and then you reached out to Grant to say, hey, Grant, we had these 4 people on. Do you want to come on next? It's a much higher chance of a yes, because, all these people said yes who I follow and I know. He's much more likely to say yes. So that, like, bringing value to where they're paying attention, and then hacking who they're paying attention to as well, so that you have a little more credibility going in the door.
Yeah, that's super smart, and definitely the process, the system that I've tried to follow. If someone's trying to grow their YouTube channel, meet them there. If someone's launching a new book, tell them you want to promote their book, and then just kind of piggyback and keep leveling up. And to your point, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It took me a long time to get Evan Carmichael on the show, but here we are.
Here's another quick one from last night. So Elena Cardone goes live on Instagram last night. I joined, and now I know Elena. I've known Elena for years now, right? So it's not like it's a brand new connection, but she's going live on her Instagram. She was promoting her 10X Ladies Networking event. Okay, so she calls out in her chat or in her live, ladies, if you want to join us, go to 10xladies.com/network. And then she's answering questions and everything. So what do? I go to the chat inside Instagram and I type in 10xladies.com/network. Copy, pasted it like 3 or 4 times. 10xladies.com/network. She sees it and then pins it as a comment. Right?
So you show love, you get love.
Yeah, she doesn't have the time to go and type in 10xladies.com, or she forgot to do it, right? But I'm giving her the love. Whatever she cares, like, what does she care about right now in this live stream? She cares about her ladies networking event. So instead of just asking her some question, I'm going to help promote it. It could have been anybody in that stream. It doesn't have to be me. Nobody was posting the link. I posted the link to what she cared about, and it's great when it's somebody else. It's not them. Oh, Evan posted the link down here, so let me pin that instead of it being you posting your own promotional link down below. So she pinned it. So now already if she didn't know who I was, now she knows who I am a little bit. Like maybe she clicks on my profile afterwards, maybe she remembers it. But now as she's talking about 10X ladies, she's referring back. Like check the pinned comment that Evan Carmichael left about the 10X ladies networking event. It's right down there at the bottom. So she's then said my name 3 or 4 times throughout the live stream. And so it's not even just about her saying my name to her audience. It's about her saying my name to herself.
Yeah, it's giving giving without that expectation of getting back, and then showing up regularly, because it might not be the first time. I like how you copy and pasted it 3 times, and then finally, she caught it, put it on her radar, and shared it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. I've got several other episodes right here for you. Smash one of these videos to make sure that you don't miss out on the tips, tools, and tactics of industry experts. Let's take that side hustle full time. Smash one of these links.